We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.
Let me get this straight, you bunch of penis queefers. Let me get this straight, you bunch of penis queefers.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well, man. Thank you so much for pulling up. Happy Friday to you guys. It is Friday the 13th. Ah! Booga, 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 booga. This is an actual real picture right here, bro. Yeah. Timu Obama. Shout out to Timu Obama for pulling up, man, being a part of the live stream today. He brought one of his best friends to the party. Make sure y'all let me know where y'all are listening or watching this live stream this morning. It would be greatly appreciated. Before I start, I want to say congratulations to my nephew for graduating high school yesterday, for graduating Blue State school. Man, continue to move forward, continue to kick butt, continue to pray over your life and your family, continue to just look toward your goals and get rid of all of that BS, man. Super proud of you. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Y'all are absolutely amazing. We got a lot to talk about. The Florida sheriff, he let people know if y'all gonna bring riots here's my rules. My rules are a little different from California's rules. It's not going to be the same party at all. And then, I see my guy just now pulled up. And then, what else? We're going to talk about how Ron DeSantis is currently in trouble right now, because when he was on the Dave Rubin show, he let people know that if somebody tried to get in front of your car and stop you from driving, you can go ahead and jump up over them. You can go ahead and ride up over them. Use them as a speed bump. So he's in trouble right now for that. Antonio Brown, the dude, somebody tried to rob him after a show, and he took his security guard's gun and he started firing shots in the air to scare them off. After fighting him, he tried to fire shots in the air. Now one of those people who tried to rob him are saying that they got what was called shot in the neck or something like that, and they are filing charges for attempted murder, and so forth and so on. We got a lot of stories to talk about, guys. Hit the like button as you pull up. That would be amazing. And also super chats, I appreciate it. And we will be talking about the YouTube coaching course. Speaking of Renee and everybody that's inside the coaching course, we will have a group call today at 11:30 a.m. EST. All right, let's go and pull my guy up so we can get it going. Yeah, one of y'all favorite guys is up in the building today. Why don't y'all say hello to the guy?
Good morning, sir.
What's up, soldier? How you doing, man?
I'm absolutely amazing and feeling blessed and thankful to the Lord for this day.
Hey, speaking my language, bro.
Yes, sir, man. He's awesome. I'd have been here earlier, but I was spending quality time with my wife. You know what I'm saying? That morning coffee is important. If you're not spending enough time with your spouse, don't be surprised when your spouse is out your house.
Well, guess what? I was spending some time with my wife, too, inside of her office, and it wasn't the best of meetings. She was fussing at me.
Didn't you shake her?
Huh?
Did you shake her?
No, I didn't shake her. I didn't shake her.
That's good.
I did not shake her. I'm not going to shake her. That's the love of my life, man. Did you see this picture right here, bro, of Timu Obama, bro? Like, what is going on with this guy, man?
Elmo is controlling things for the Democratic Party.
This guy is hilarious.
He has to use props.
He is absolutely hilarious. He's using props, man.
Okay.
He's using props.
See, the thing of it is, when you don't have any substance, you got to revert to gimmicks. I don't understand when the American people, specifically the people, the 92% who voted for these, what's the word my man used? Penis queefers, has yet to understand
Let me
that
get this straight, you bunch of penis queefers.
They have yet to understand that we don't want viral moments. We want change. We want to have more money in our pockets. We want thriving communities. We want safe schools that educate our kids. This doesn't do anything for me, but it gives Whoopi Goldberg and the cackling hens on The View something to talk about. But this is not helping me put the Triscuit crackers in my kids' belly, and it's not helping me homeschool my kid or creating a safe environment for my oldest kid who is teaching in the public school system. This is absolute ridiculousness, and he should be censured for this.
Oh, 1000%. But at the end of the day, he has a job to do, and that's to entertain his people, because that's what he's doing. He's just entertaining his people. Also, he's fighting for the left that have a certain agenda to push forward, and they can care less about your family packing lunchboxes if you don't support them. If you don't vote for them and you don't support them, you're not their demographic. They don't care to appease you. That's just that's what they showed us in the last 4 years, bro. Oh, speaking of, your content that you did on Pastor Jamal Bryant was hilarious,
brother.
Man, when he was on the Cam Newton show, being interviewed by Cam Newton, and I saw him start talking about his legs and start glazing over the dude's legs, talking about his calf muscles and how thick his thighs was and how juicy it looked. Man, I'm like, dude, bruh, come on, man. You already talking about you teaching your whole congregation how to grow weed in the back of the church.
Yeah. So for me, Van, first of all, let's just bring Pastor Brian up here to speak for himself. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get. Good morning, everyone. I think you don't understand that Cam Newton's legs were particularly sexually appealing to me, and they were lanolated, and it's obvious he does not skip leg day, and I'm wrestling with the rainbow while I sit in the pulpit. In all seriousness, this guy said in 2022 that he wanted to, because they're the largest black church, landmass black church in America, he wanted to make sure that he can get the brothers who, quote, smell like weed to come to the church, because he wants to up the amount of, let's call it what it is, tithes and offerings he can get. He jumped on this Target fast, which was started by somebody else, and the Target fast has impacted Target's bottom line, but not just Target's bottom line. What about all the black people who work at Target? What about all the black businesses that fought so hard to get shelf space in Target? What about the black people who are on the Target board of directors who find themselves in a very precarious position? Because you've got companies like Sienna Sauce, which was started by a 15-year-old girl who is now 19 years old. She got a deal on Shark Tank, and then that deal fell through. So her last hope was Target. But nobody's talking about that because we've got to do this 40-day Target fast when we know, according to the New York Times and Black Enterprise, 4% of all the DEI positions go to black people. So this is not black people's fight. This is a smokescreen so that Jamal Bryant can get on CNN. And when I talked about doing the Real Black Agenda, you know what I got? Crickets, because he does not want to address solutions. This is a solution book. See, they don't pay you at CNN and MSNBC for solutions. They pay you for rhetoric and WWE style promos. They don't pay you to tell your people that they need to start making moves in order to rectify what's happening in their community and stop waiting on Big Daddy government to solve your problems. And that's what he wants. He wants to be Al Sharpton 2.0. He wants to be Malcolm X, but with absolutely no teeth. He wants to be Martin Luther King. And let's face it, he is Eddie Long because he's a bit of a deviant himself, but I digress.
Welcome to the channel, brother. You know what? You woke up ready. I'm just gonna say that. Bro. And I appreciate you, man. And thank you for pulling out with me today. I appreciate that as well. Guys, please do me a favor. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Shout out to my blues. Shout out to Shane for being the very first person to pull up today. Shout out to Renee, Shoemaker, B, and Nanny's Take on the World. Hey, Michelle. And shout out to all you guys. Let me know where you're listening today, where you're watching today. We're going to jump into it, man. I got this first joint pulled up for you guys because I like the way that this sheriff is talking to these people out in Florida. But before we go to the sheriff, we're going to Ron DeSantis because Ron DeSantis is in some trouble right now. Did you hear about Ron DeSantis, bro?
Not hear about Ron DeSantis.
Okay, well, you about to, man, because apparently they're saying that if something happens because of him, if something happens and somebody get ran over, they're blaming Ron DeSantis for it. And this is why. Y'all hit the like button, and thank you again for pulling up to Morning Vantage, episode number 43.
And we
Now, not for nothing, man, but I always thought that this was weird. How are you going to protest me driving down the street by getting in front of it and then daring me to bump you out the way? And then when I roll up over you, now everyone's screaming and crying and calling me a murderer and all these other things. Man, listen. I got somewhere to go. And if you don't move out my way, you're also going to have somewhere to go. And where you go is going to be depending on how you lived your life in the last 30, 40 years.
Right. Well, Van, you also have to understand, I lived in Florida. I've lived in Miami. I've lived in Fort Lauderdale. I've lived in Winter Haven. The one thing that I will say is if you are stupid enough to get in front of a 2-ton weapon in order to prove some type of philosophical, emotional point, you're going to FA.
Do that in Brevard County.
Hold up. You're going to what?
You're going to FA and FO.
Well, guess what? I'm glad you said that because this guy right here is the new face. He's the face of FO. Did you hear what he said?
No.
Bro, this is going to blow your mind. He is the new face of FAFO. He's the sheriff in Florida. And what he said blew my mind, man. It shocked the hell out of me. Hold on one second. It shocked the hell out of me. Watch this.
If you let it turn violent, you do not want to do that in Brevard County. I'm going to tell you that, and I believe I can speak for my fellow sheriffs around the rest of the state. You don't want to let it happen. And just so there's no confusion, because I don't want to hear any whining later saying we didn't know, I'm going to break it down for you. All right. Because as you watch these riots unfold across the rest of the country, what you are seeing is buildings being burned down, police cars being bricked, having explosive devices thrown on them, having fire, guns pointed at them, bricks thrown at them, on and on. So I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is
now, whoa. Now, I have to intervene just for a second. Guys, hit the like button and send this bad boy, make this go viral. And also find Vash. Go find Vash. Because if we hit 1,000 likes today, Vash said that he will shave his head live on the stream. We already have 799 people up in here. If we get 1,000 likes today, Vash said, somebody find Vash. He said that he will shave his head. All right. So find Vash. Tell him not to duck us now that we getting our likes back up. All right. Now listen to this guy right here. He's about to break it down. Here we go.
Somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent. All right. This is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
Woo! Hold on. Let me rewind selector. Y'all need to hear that part again. Hold on one second.
Hear it.
Y'all need to hear that part. Y'all need to hear that part again. This dude mean business. He mean business. All right, so listen to this part, man, and run them likes up and find Vash. Tell him not to be hiding. He said he made us a promise. You need to come through with your promises, bro. Be a man of your word in 2025. Okay. All right, here we go.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play.
This brother said, we will kill you graveyard dead. That's a different kind of dead.
Yeah, that ain't no coming back from that. That bruh. First of all, this is what I'm talking about, because we have gotten ourselves to a place where we think that every single cop is some rogue Klansman with a badge. And I can tell you that's the falsest thing I've ever heard. My brother was a cop. My aunt and uncle were cops. My father was a cop. And the majority of cops have one job: bring their behinds homes to their family at the end of the night. And if you are impeding on lawful orders, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, yeah, because what's happened now, these are not normal times. We're not talking about people who just happen to be going to the library and all of a sudden somebody come up to them like they're angry, coked up Mr. T. Hey, boy, show me your license. Show me your ID. I pity the fool walk past me with a badge. That's not what's happening here. These people are out here running crazy. And the state of Florida said, let me show you, Texas, what FAFO really looks like. Yeah, no, because we got stand your ground and castle doctrine, and we open carry, and we'll welcome your license from another state, and you can be open carry here, because we ain't playing, because the citizenry has a right to defend itself. Period, point blank. I love it. Graveyard dead. Hashtag trending right now. Graveyard dead.
Bro, I was just now out Florida with my family. We just now vacation out there, go visit my daughter. She got married and she moved out there. Been almost 3 years now. She's been out there. Let me tell you something. The people out there are so damn nice.
Mm-hmm.
They're so sweet to each other. No,
Such
you
a
go.
civilized
No, you
society.
go. Bro, they are nice because they know that we all have the right to really defend ourselves if it go down. So no, you go first. Oh, let me get the door for you. Now you straight. Let me move out the way. Now, like if they see you pulling up on their tail, on their bumper while you're driving, they will move over and let you go by and wave at you rather than throwing a middle finger.
Right, because they're not in a rush. And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. This is how you know what they're doing work. So last year, over the past 3 years, we had here in Philadelphia a run of carjackings where, little Pooh Shiesty, Pookies and Ray Rays decided that they were going to try and take people out of their cars. My brother, God rest his soul, was very upset. He was like, listen, get your open carry license, pull your guns out of the house and drive, because you're driving a very nice car. They're going to try and jack you. Well, what winds up happening is after a while, everybody was going to get their permits. They were going to get their weapons. And what was happening on the news every day, people would be like, well, Bob, I'm here right now at 25th and Diamond where Jamal Jenkins shot his assailant for trying to carjack him. And the police told him to have a nice day. Because we ain't got time to wait. We ain't got time to wait on the cops. Guess what? I can take care of this right now. The second that you stop me and impede me from moving, I'm going to show you what the Second Amendment does in action.
You are immediately a speed bump. That's what you are.
Graveyard dead.
Speed bump. And you better not put no dent in my car, because I'm going to sue you after I run over you. You better not leave no body stains underneath my catalytic converter. You better not get none of your stank inside of my pipes. Or I'm taking your family to court.
Yep, it's up.
At the end of the day, bro, it's like this. Rioters do what rioters are able to do. And unfortunately, somebody broke this down to you. Let me show you this right here, because don't you know all of the billionaires there are actual billionaires behind these rioters trying to cause them to cause as much mischief in our country as possible. China is behind this. And a lot of these billionaires are foreign. A lot of them are not American. I want y'all to know this, because they are willing to try and bring us down from the inside without even getting their hands dirty, bro. And we're falling for it time and time again. The Democrats want there to be blood. They want there to be violence, man. And all we got to do is just respect one another communicate, and not get all riled up. But unfortunately, we fall for the banana in the tailpipe every single time. Well, in some states, they're not playing those games. In Florida, you ain't got no Gavin Newsom. You got big. What is this dog? What is Cuz name? I don't even know Cuz name. I need to hear. Let me hear this part one last time, because listen, y'all need to know that this is not a game. And and I'm gonna find out what his name is in a second. What's his name? His name is Sheriff Chief Sheriff Office Chief Wayne Ivey. His name is
Wayne
Ivey. So y'all go ahead and Google him. His name is Wayne Ivey, guys. Now I'm gonna play this last part one more time. Check this out, man.
Lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street.
Now, he said the same thing that Ron DeSantis said. He just said it with a little bit of stank on it.
Right.
Just with a little bit of stank, just a little bit of adobo. Okay, Salt Bay, let's get it.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here.
Big, beautiful
If you
dogs.
throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
That part.
That's it.
And then he says this right here. Here's the cherry on top.
Because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Let me get this straight, you bunch of penis queefers.
Man, you. Oh my gosh, man. I'm here for this. This my new sheriff. We need to make sure. What's his cash at?
What is his cash out, bro? I like this guy. This guy is amazing, man. He is amazing. I like this brother. I like this brother.
Brother, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I got to pop in. I promised Wise I was going to pop in on his show, but I did not. When you said Dave pull up, I had to pull up.
Hold on, bro. I want you to be a man of your word. If you need to go ahead, drop out a little early and go over there to Righteous Perspective. Shout out to a Righteous Perspective.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. He is locked in.
He really
is locked in. That brother is so sharp, so smart, so driven. Great content over there. And you know, I got nothing but love for Righteous Perspective. So yeah, if you got to drop out a little early and go over there, brother, make sure that you do just that, man. Because I don't want to hold you up.
But you know, I love you. This is my home. I love my LFR family. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the book. If you haven't gotten it, I do want to let you know that The Real Black Agenda, Exposing the Myths, Igniting the Revolution is available in fine bookstores everywhere. Make sure you get it. Link in my bio at The Business Bully. You can get it right now. And I'm just telling y'all, if you're not playing like this, Sheriff, folks gonna wind up graveyard dead. And sometimes that's all they need in order to make a move. That's all I'm saying. But y'all be easy. Van, have a phenomenal weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And again, man, y'all be safe.
Happy Father's Day to you too, brother.
Thank you, man. Love you, bro.
Likewise, man. Enjoy your time over at Righteous Perspective.
I will see you in a minute.
I bet. All right. So, Treebeard, what were you saying, brother? You was waving. What's up, man?
No, I was just saying goodbye, Dave. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Hey, let me know if Vash pulls up. Vash, go find Vash. If we get 1,000 likes on this video, Vash said that he will shave his head, all right, in front of everybody. That's what he said. 1,000 likes. He said he would get on live stream and shave his head. We haven't forgotten. We want those 1,000 likes, all right? And shout out to the sheriff, man. This sheriff is absolutely awesome. And check this out. So this brother right here, he pulled up and he said, man, with all these, with everybody being detained and deported, he said, this is what it's like right now. You can take that off the screen, brother. He said, this is what it's like at construction sites and work sites right now. Let me know whatever y'all want me to know about this in the comments. Here we go.
For the first time in a long time, man, I don't see nothing but Americans on this work site. You know what I'm saying? We making America great again, one work site at a time.
Y'all heard that man. He said, we are making America great again, one work site at a time because of what's going on. This brother right here, he's showing up, right? Because he realized that these construction companies have been taking advantage of American citizens for a long time. People keep on saying these Hispanics and these other people, these immigrants, they work so hard, they do so much work, and they are the ones what will happen to our country if they're no longer here doing the work? Well, American citizens will activate, and we will do the work, and we will get it done. We don't need anybody to be paid underneath the table and, you know, paying them half of what they will pay an American so that they can get as many people as possible to work on a job, and they not have to report whatever they're paying to these people to the IRS. It's these companies that are doing it to try to make more money and put more money in their pockets, right? And now that that's not happening, actual Americans can get the jobs. Y'all need to think about that, man. I know y'all are out there supporting these individuals having these jobs, but they are taking jobs away from you. They're taking jobs away from us, all right? And what this guy is simply saying, he's not saying that I don't want to see any immigrants at these work sites. What he's saying is, I'm starting to see nothing but Americans up here working, busting their asses and getting the job done. And we're getting paid what we're supposed to get paid, and everyone's happy. This is called fairness. This is called making America great again. And I'm happy that this is happening. Shout out to this brother, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Is he being harsh? Is this the truth? Because a lot of people are saying, if the Hispanics are not here, if the Asians are not here, if the Africans are not here, the people who are trying to become citizens have been for the last 15 years or so. If they're not doing the work, how will it get done? Americans will continue to do what Americans have been doing. We will build this nation the way we have been building this nation. We will use the skills and talents and gifts that we have. We will use the sweat off of our backs. We will get it done. Our own innovations. We are talented enough to do it. We're strong enough to do it. And we come together when we have to. So that's exactly what's happening. And this brother, he's speaking truth to light, man. He's speaking truth to light. And also, happy Father's Day to all you guys out there, man. I really appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. And shout out to you guys for pulling up and being a part of what we got going on. All right, so we're about to talk about Senator Alex Padilla. Now, he was kicked out. This brother was just now kicked out of, hold on, I think this is the same guy. He was just now kicked out of, let me see, yeah. So he was being disruptive and was removed, and he was kicked out of this theater. And y'all check this out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. But before we even pull that up, I want to show y'all my brother Stephen A. He got something to say about this man. All right. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you so much for pulling up to the Morning Vantage episode number 43. And I'm really appreciative to see all of you guys. Hit that like button. Let's get up to 1,000 likes so Vash can shave his head on live stream.
Could you have waited till she finished to ask your questions? To shout your questions? You are a senator, right? You couldn't wait? So that was just you out of control because you were just losing it, huh? You, a United States Senator, couldn't compose yourself and let the head of Homeland Security finish her thoughts before you asked the question. Couldn't do that, huh? Couldn't do it, huh? Here you have this senator, Alex Padilla.
Now, he couldn't. Now, they could compose themselves, but sometimes they like to show blatant disrespect to people who are not on their side. And because of that, he effed around. He found out. He lost his composure and he got kicked out. If you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about this right here.
So I want to say thank you to every single person that has been able to do this.
Hands up, hands up.
Also, I want to talk
Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your.
I also want to talk about specifically.
Hands on your back. Hands on your back.
If you let my hands go, I put behind my back. All right.
Cool. One hand. Lay flat. Lay flat.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
recording loud on here.
Tried to
Madam
insert
Secretary, I want to
into
know
the
why you
city.
didn't insist.
So
And she was just trying to give her 2 pennies, man. Let Christy Nome talk. You ask her a question, be quiet, and let her cook. Let her cook. And now you on the daggone ground getting kicked out. Here's what Alex Padilla said. He said, no one's above the law. Sheriff, you agree. He started putting out all these tweets. He said that there's no integrity. He said the integrity of our democratic institutions demand accountability, especially for those who have abused their authority or positions of power. The people who are abusing their positions of power are the people who were in office in the last 4 years. And the reason why we're seeing so many deportations right now is because they blatantly disrespected American citizens. They blatantly disrespected taxpaying citizens all of the last administration. And they lied and lied and lied to our faces. They said that they could not get rid of the immigrants. They said the only way that they can do it was through the immigration bill. And the immigration bill was actually going to fund Ukraine $56 billion worth of money. For what? That has nothing to do with the immigration bill. Also, the border czar that so happened to be Vice President Kamala Harris never even visited the border at all. They were playing us this entire time. They were bringing over millions of immigrants, putting money in their pockets, putting shelters over their heads, and just blatantly disregarding American citizens. And now we're here. Now we're here. So, hey, good riddance. Good riddance. Good riddance to that brother, man. Just to give y'all a basic understanding of what's going on. So in this, let me see here. So here are the key points to this right here. Yeah. So he was handcuffed by federal agents. And yeah, that's what he damn get. That's what you get. All right. Is Vash here yet? Did Vash pull up yet, guys? Joe Biden had to get some ice cream. He was out in Delaware at the beach. Sleep. Yeah. Also, not sure if y'all heard about this. Marc Lamont Hill. Marc Lamont Hill, the brother is a very, very intelligent man, but he is stuck on, the Democrat side. He believed that men can be women. He believed that men can have babies. He has said that in conversations with Candace Owens. And just yesterday, he was attacked. Someone came up to him while he was on stage and they pepper sprayed him. They tried to pepper spray him in the face as he sat down, and he was talking to them about whatever he was talking to them about. And check this out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. And here we go.
I want to ask you to take a step back, please.
This woman's broken into the store and vandalized, but it's like this Kilmar Robinson. Yeah, I've never met this woman before.
Yeah.
I saw it coming. That's what I'm saying. Get Jess. Thank you. I just got to get up. Get up. Let's just walk out.
Baby girl got a smile on her face. Now, y'all know who Angela Stanton is, right? So Angela Stanton reposted this, and she was saying that this is definitely the looks of someone who was sexually abused. That's what the lady said. Here's a statement that was put out by Marc Lamont Hill. Marc Lamont Hill said, I'm fine, everyone. The video of me being pepper sprayed was from January of 2024. At the time, the attacker believed that I was part of a conspiracy along with the CIA, Mumia Abu Jamal, and the president to cover up traumatic events from her childhood. Since then, after refusing to press charges, I have worked with her family and community members to enable a restorative process. Through this process, I have learned that she did indeed suffer significant childhood abuse, as well as serious mental health challenges that continue to this day. Instead of criminal prosecution, I have done my best to make sure that she receives social and mental health support to help her heal as best as possible. Now, I do know a lot of you guys do not like this man. But this lady ran up to him and tried to pepper spray him. Instead of filing charges and getting her arrested, he helped her get some mental health help. I gotta give praise where praise is due, because right now, if you think about where we are as a nation and as a people, things are moving way too far to the left. And I'm not talking about Democrat and liberal left. I'm talking about to the worst side of things. They're moving into the darkness, and we need to share our light as much as possible. If you could just let me know, just with a 100 inside of the chat, or a thumbs up in the chat, or a fire sign in the chat, how many of you guys believe that God is king and that he will fix everything? He will take care of everything as long as we continue to give him praise, glory, and honor. How many of you guys believe that? How many of you guys believe that you are the light in the darkness? How many of you guys believe that it's our responsibility to show positivity and stand up boldly? Now, I'm not saying turn the cheek and let people take advantage of us, because the last thing you should be as a soldier for the Lord is a punk. You should not be a punk at all. The Lord said, be meek. All right. As my pastor used to say, the Bible says, be meek, not weak. All right. So we are soldiers, just like David. When David got up out there and he started stripping all of his clothes off, what did he say? He said, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises will continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his holy name together. You don't have to be no sucker in order to be a soldier for the Lord at all. As a matter of fact, I will say is we get chastised even more when we put God and family first. And that's why a lot of people don't like the conservative side, because we are not going to kowtow to people simply because they are trying to force us into their own ways of thinking. We will not acquiesce into their failed ways of thinking. We're not going to give into their propaganda nor their agenda. We are stronger than most people. And that's partially because we put our faith in God. And I believe that him helping this young lady after she tried to hurt him, I think that was a stand-up move. Yes, he goes off the rails and believe that men can have babies. And we all know what that comes from. We all know where that comes from. That comes from him trying to win an argument. Why? Because he has many degrees. And in order to get a degree, you got to have some level of intelligence. But when you adopt that left-leaning ideology, you have to ignore a lot of the things that you learned. You have to ignore common sense, and you have to appease people's emotions. You have to appease their emotions in order to accept them for who they claim to be on that day. Like they can be a man on Monday, a woman on Tuesday, a damn bird on Wednesday, and you got to acknowledge it all. And we don't play that game. We choose not to play that game because we realize that life is way more, way serious than that. We can't afford to be delusional ever, because as soon as we drop our guard, we get a Biden in office. That's what happens. As soon as we drop our guard, we almost got a Kamala in office. Come on now. So yeah, I give him props for that. I give him props for not pressing charges and not trying to take advantage of the lady after she showed that she was mentally weak. That's just who I am. And that might be the Democrat side of me, leading with my heart, leading with my emotions and those type of things. But I do appreciate you guys pulling up with that. Matthew 6:1-4 say basically doing good deeds quietly without making a big show of it. And that's what it's all about. Let me read a couple of these super chats, guys. Who we got? Dana Sierra. This is why I loved my great state of Florida. She's talking about the chief, the sheriff over there. Shout out to her for pulling up. And she actually texted me that story about the sheriff saying, yo, if y'all try to do what y'all are doing over there in California, it's not going to go your way. You can hang it up right now. Thank you so much, Dana. I appreciate it. I live in Brevard County, Florida. I love Sheriff Ivy. He's got some other great videos out there. I love your show too. Thank you so much, Meg. I appreciate that. Trudy Saxton. Thank you so much for the super sticker. All right. So before we move forward, I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate somebody. I want to celebrate this young lady right here. Shout out to Dana. Dana, dope. She's one of our newest VIPs, right? And she just now shot a video. Our editors hooked it up, and I want to show it to you guys. It's absolutely phenomenal. What happens is she's a new content creator out in Miami, and she shot a video working with my team, and they put this together, and I want to share this with you all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. And this is simply her using a gimbal. It's like something that people use when they're shooting content and they moving around and they want the camera to follow them and the microphone and all that other stuff. I think it's pretty dope. And then we're going to get back to the sugar honey iced tea, to the stories. All right. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. And I like to show off my people, man. That's just what we do. We like to show off our people. And yeah. This is dope. This is dope. All right. Let me know what y'all.
Camera, and you can see as I'm going down the stairs just how smooth it is. You're moving with me, but it's not bouncing around. And I'm actually going to take you outside so you can see a little bit more. And I'm not even being careful as I'm walking, so it's not shaking all over the place. And we're going to run. So still keeps me in the frame. That's it tracking while keeping it stabilized. That stabilization is actually one of the things that I was looking for, because I do like getting more cinematic shots without having you bounce around and your audience feel like they're gonna get nauseous. So I just turned you around to the back facing camera because I really wanted to show you another one of the main reasons why I bought this. Is because of the tracking. It doesn't matter where I go, what direction, it's still tracking. I'll even take a quick running lap and try to lose you. So I can't lose you and you can't lose me. When you're filming, that's essential if you're by yourself. One of my most favorite features is that tracking. And you can get pretty far away from it. I can even try to lose you behind a wall. And it'll still pick me up. I'll just show you the stabilization. And as we're walking around, and I can switch you to either hand. I can bring it up or down. And that's walking around with the gimbal in my hand. And my footage is absolutely smooth. So like I said, there is zero excuse for you to not film yourself. You don't have to worry whether or not you're going to have help. All you need is this gimbal. I purchased the creator bundle, and that one was $189. Put the link in there for you. I don't make any money off of my videos. For the Amazon link, I do get a very, very small percentage. So if you'd like to purchase it that way, that would help me out to keep making videos for you. But make sure you go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think. If you want me to do some more reviews on it, show you more of its capabilities, I'd be more than willing, more than happy to do that for you, show you how it works before you make your purchase. So until next time, start filming yourself. I'll see you in the next one.
All right, so the gimbal that was being used in this video is inside of the link. You feel free to go grab you one if you want. It's from Amazon.com. I get not a penny from it. I don't get a penny from it. Let me repeat that again. I do not get a penny from it at all. The reason why I played that for you is because y'all know the ad that I play for me coaching, and I'm talking about VIPs and all that other stuff. I'm just very proud that my team was able to help a VIP do something like this. Dana, you're killing it. Keep on doing your thing. And if you guys are content creators or aspiring content creators, or you think this is cool, you got a friend or a kid, a child, a grandchild, or someone that got a birthday or celebration coming up, or they about to graduate, this would be a great gift for them. So y'all can go and grab that. Now, I heard that somebody said that we are almost at 1,000. We are almost at 1,000 likes. Vash, get it to 1,000 likes. Get us to 1,000 likes, guys, so that so that Vash can shave his head live on the stream. Have we found Vash yet? Is he hiding? Has he pulled up yet and said, hello, I'm here? Did he pull up yet? Please pull up, bro. Please pull up. All right? I need you to pull up, man. I need Vash to pull up. All right, now let's talk about something serious. Israel and Iran. There was a strike, and some top military leaders got caught up in the smoke. Here they are right here. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Shout out to Benny Johnson for sharing this bad boy on his X feed. Here we go. And hit the like button, guys. And thank you again for pulling up to the Morning Vantage episode number 43.
The leader of the country survived. What is the thinking on that in terms of the Ayatollah today? Who is he surrounded with? The number twos. But I guess if you're feeling like you're number two right now, you're still not very safe.
Yeah, I think Israel's goal was to decapitate Iran's military. They also killed the national security official who was leading the nuclear negotiations with the United States, Ali Shamkhani. The goal here for Israel was to destroy Iran's means of retaliation, but also to create the opportunity for others to be potentially promoted into their place. I think, as President Trump noted, maybe they will be less intransigent, less defiant, less provocative. But at this point, Israel tried everything they could, so did the United States, to bring a diplomatic resolution and prevent the crisis that is unfolding in the Middle East.
The leader of the...
All right, so as y'all see, and apparently we got 1,000 likes. Somebody find Vash, please. Go find Vash, tag him on X, let him know that we're looking for him. He made a promise. We are ready for him to pull up. Let me know when he is here. Okay, if you are friends with Vash, I need for you to tag him. I need for you to DM him. I need for you to let him know that today he about to have a clean shaven head on the LFR family channel. We appreciate. Hey, look. I'm not playing. Look. Just now came in. We got 1,000 likes on this bad boy. All right, let's talk about this story. So Mohammed Hossein Bagheri, who is the chief of staff of the armed forces of Iranian regime, he's gone. Hussein Salami, commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, he's gone. Ghulam Ali Rashid, commander of Qatam words I can't pronounce, Emergency Command, he is gone. Amir Ali Hajdahi, I know I butchered that. He's the commander of the Air Force of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. He is gone. And just so y'all understand exactly what happened with all of this, and usually we don't like to talk about war and those type of things, but it happened. So this is real life. We're talking about it. All right. So Israel conducted an overnight strikes targeting over 100 sites in Iran, killing senior military figures, including Hassan Salami, Ghulam Rashid, Qatam Mohammed Bagheri, and additionally 6 nuclear scientists were reported killed as well, with 5 named by the IRGC affiliated Tasnim News Agency. The Israel military confirmed strikes on dozens of the military targets, including nuclear targets across Iran, with a specific explosion reported at the Natanz nuclear facility, located 225 kilometers south of Tehran. The Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, stated the attack caused significant damage to Iran's nuclear infrastructure. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu described the strikes, named Operation Rising Lion, as a targeted military operation to counter Iran's nuclear threat to Israel's survival. An Israeli military official claimed Iran had enough nuclear material to produce nuclear bombs within days. So they said that they had enough nuclear material to produce bombs within days. They wanted to get ahead of it, so they got ahead of it. And Netanyahu thanked U.S. President Donald Trump for supporting efforts to confront Iran's nuclear program. So shout out to Trump for helping them get ahead of this. Rafael Grossi, head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, condemned the attacks, stating the nuclear facilities must never be attacked due to serious implications for nuclear safety, security, and regional stability. He urged all parties to exercise restraint to avoid further escalation. The strikes follow heightened tensions over Iran's advancing nuclear program and stalled U.S.-Iran nuclear talks that began in April 2025. The operation makes a significant escalation in the Israel-Iran conflict, which has intensified since the Gaza war began in 2023, raising fears of broader regional war. Hold on one second. So things have gotten serious, more serious, because they've already been serious. And hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. Let me see here. All right, so they've gotten really serious, man, and it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. So Israel and Iran, that's not slowing down. Russia and Ukraine, that's not slowing down. It's happening. We can't do anything about it at this point. Shout out to Miss Mika. Good morning. Good morning, Van. What's going on, young lady? Happy Father's Day to your husband. Yeah, and happy Father's Day to all the men out there. Hopefully you guys have a great celebration throughout the your weekend with your families and everything. Thank you so much for the super chat and for the good morning. I appreciate it, for the greeting. All right, so it's happening, guys. Yeah, it's happening, and it's unfortunate too. Let me see if I can find any more information about this, because this is wild, bro. This is wild. This is wild. Somebody asked Grok, have any children and whatnot been killed in this as well? We already know that there's going to be a bunch of casualties, but it's unfortunate, man. That's where we are. That's where we are right now. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's fighting. And that's why every time I get on this feed, I ask you guys, have you taken a moment to give God praise just for waking you up this morning? All right. That's something simple. That's something simple. It's people who are not waking up this morning. It's people who are in countries that are in the middle of wars right now, like real wars where they're firing missiles at one another. Like, at some point, we need to thank God for the small things. Even if you're ill, you woke up ill, you woke up with pains in your body, you're still fighting sicknesses and whatnot. Listen, you woke up. God gave you another opportunity to get it right. And Lord, thank you for your grace and your mercy. That's it. I'm not trying to turn anybody into a Bible thumper. I'm not trying to turn anybody into a Christian or none of that stuff. I'm just saying, like, just be grateful. All right, be grateful. Like when you walk past a mirror and you see yourself, say something nice to yourself. Look, good morning. Good morning. You know what I mean? It's good to see you. We're here. We made it another day. Let's try to make the best of it. You know what I mean? Because things like this are happening across the world and people are not waking up from this. People are not coming back from this. It's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Have we found Vash yet? Is Vash ducking us, Scoop? Has anybody found Vash? Where is Vashnik? All right. We trying to make sure that he's going to be bald during his Father's Day. Not necessarily bald, but he's going to have a nice, nice haircut. All right. Somebody find Vash. Yeah, somebody find Vash. For sure. All right. All right. So we're going to move on to our next bit of news. All right. So check this out right here. This young lady right here is cooking. I want to share this with you all. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Let's get to it.
As a second-generation American whose grandparents immigrated to the U.S. legally, y'all need to shut the fuck up about deportation. It's really not that hard to understand that if you do something illegal, you're going to suffer the consequences. And I don't want to hear any of this bullshit. Illegal immigrants pay this much in taxes. Illegal immigrants make up this much of the workforce. So do serial killers. So do rapists. So do thieves. Should we just not arrest them because they contribute to society in some way? No, that's not how it works. You do something illegal, you pay for the consequences of your actions. If you are an illegal immigrant, you can self-report and get completely free transportation, you and your whole family, back to your home country. And a lot of other countries don't have that. Go to Russia and try that shit. You'll be locked up for 50 years and you'll probably be tortured and eventually killed. And every single country practices deportation. It's just a fucking fact. But somehow, people in America are the only people complaining about this. Right now, if I wanted to try to go to Canada, France, Italy, Belgium, fucking anywhere, if I tried to go there, no passport, no visas, no paper, and just try to start living there and working there, guess what? I would get deported too, because that's illegal. And then people will say, oh, well, people are getting separated from their families. People are getting taken right in front of their kids. Guess what? If I robbed a bank and didn't turn myself in, and I'm sitting at a diner with my whole family, the police don't give a fuck. They're going to take me. If you do something illegal, that's just what's going to fucking happen. And then I hear people say, oh, well, they've been here for years. They've been here for 10 years working hard in the U.S. So you're telling me that they've been here for 10 years and have still not taken the steps to become a legal citizen? That sounds like a them problem. Honestly, there is no fucking excuse. There's no excuse. People are so brainwashed that they genuinely want people in our country who have no background checks, no screening. They could be a fucking cartel member for all we know. And they want American taxpayers to provide for them. That's exactly what they want. Again, I come from an immigrant family who worked hard to get here. And it is disrespectful that people think they can just skip the line. People think they're that important, that they get to come the easier way. They get to skip the line. That's not how it fucking works. Follow the law and you'll be fine. Immigrants are fine. Illegal immigrants, sorry, you're out of fucking luck.
I love her. Y'all let me just listen. Give me a little heart. Give me a little heart if you loved her. Like if you just a heart. I'm not asking for a whole lot, just a heart. Or if you don't want to give a heart, give a 100. Like she is spitting facts 1,000, 1,000,000, trillion%. She's not saying anything wrong. She's simply saying we have rules to abide by. She's saying that if you want to be an American citizen, you got things to go through. You have checks and balances. You have to dot your I's. You have to cross your T's. There's certain things that you have to do. And if you don't, you can't just be all entitled and feel like you're owed something. Sorry, you had time to get it done. Now we have a real man in the presidency, in the office again. And he's saying, your time is up. You got to go. And again, I want y'all to remember this. He wouldn't be so quick to get rid of y'all so fast if it weren't for the last administration throwing it up in our faces that y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can do nothing and we won't let you do anything. Well, you don't have that hedge of protection anymore of ignorant people who hate our country. You have a bunch of people who love our country now. They're saying that we need to get our own sugar honey iced tea in order. Did you know you can't do too much for your own community if you don't clean up your own house? You got to clean up your own house first. Make up your own bed, as Jordan B. Peterson would say. Clean up your own house, make up your own bed, and then you go out in the community and you clean that up. And then you go out into the county and the city and you clean that up. And then the state and then the country. Everybody's trying to save everybody else and they can't even save themselves. Shout out to Trump, the Trump administration. Shout out to Tom Homan and shout out to Vanilla Ice for making that song called Ice, Ice, Baby. Boom, 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 boom. Ice, Ice, baby. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, this is what happens. This is what happens. When you F around, you find out. Shout out to everybody who's participating inside the chat with all these hearts, man. It's making my heart flutter. It's making my heart flutter. I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. For real. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. Y'all are kicking butt for real. And I appreciate you. All right, so let's move on to our next story. Hold on one second. Let me get it. And I do appreciate you guys participating, being a part of what we got going on. Vash, I need for somebody to find Vash. He's always inside of our chats. I think he's intentionally ducking us today because he don't want to adhere to his responsibility that he said that he would do. But bro, we need you to pull up, and we need you to do what you said you was going to do, bro. Sorry. It's time to pay the piper. It's time to pay the daggone piper. Where is Vash? Where is Vash? Paige and Vash. Paige and Vash, Nick. Paige and Vash, Nick. Yeah. Tree is trying to DM him and everything, man. Let me know when he responds, bro. Let me know when he responds. We are coming after you, brother. And it's not out of malice either. It's simply because we love you. That's what we coming after you, because we love you. All right. Let's move on to our next story while we're waiting. All right. So did y'all hear that that Antonio Brown they're looking for Antonio Brown. They're trying to arrest this brother. Apparently he was about to be robbed, and this is what happened. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this story right here. In the comments, as you see, that black guy that's on the thumbnail, that's Antonio Brown, football player. And somebody tried to rob him, and this is what happened. And now he's been accused of attempted murder.
Get me the hell up out of here! Yo! Not over here! Not over here! No! I just got smushed!
Look, this young lady is willing to risk her daggone life for a damn selfie. She's willing to risk her life just so she can be captured in the moment. Bruh, come on, man. Really? Thank you so much for recording the footage. We appreciate that, but you don't have to risk your life to do this. You're not being paid for this. Your mom and your dad, they know that you're out having fun somewhere, and they are expecting for you to return home. They don't want you to be in the middle of somebody daggone fight just so you can be outside and be popular and receive likes and follows and retweets. Wink, wink. Come on now, young lady. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Auntie? What the hell, LeBron James? Huh? What the hell, Trump?
Oh shit! Hey, baby!
So apparently,
Back up!
happened, right?
Back up, huh?
And look.
Huh, back up! Who's that? Oh, sorry. Who the fuck is that nigga, bro? Who's who?
So somebody was trying to rob him, right? Somebody was trying to rob him after one of those shows, and he took his security guard's weapon. He fired it up in the air to try to get people to move. Leave me the hell alone, bro. I do know that I left out the house with a $200 million chain, a $500 trillion chain on, like a damn idiot. Like a damn idiot. He wouldn't even be in this mess. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You ain't gotta wear all of your assets with you everywhere you go. What's the point? What's the point? You'll still have a good time if you leave your jewelry home. You don't have to wear that. What you're doing is you're throwing it in the face. You're throwing your wealth in the face of people who can't afford to live and move how you live and move. And you already going to be in those type of situations with people who are ignorant as hell and they don't follow rules like everybody else. And they are waiting for an opportunity to turn you into a victim. So, Antonio Brown, you played yourself, bro. You played yourself by trying to be flashy, by trying to look like the richest guy in the building. Now your dumb ass is facing attempted murder. No, don't blame Antonio Brown. I'm blaming Antonio Brown. I got to, because it's dumb as hell for these rappers, for these artists, for anybody to be wearing daggone $20 million chains, $10 million necklaces and watches with the bling bling. For what? Who are you trying to impress? You've already succeeded in life. You're doing great already. You don't have to impress us. You're out there to have a good damn time. But instead, trying to impress people, it went the wrong damn way. And now you're facing attempted murder. And you're like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. No, you did do something, bro. You're not supposed to fire no damn shots around 50 damn people, 50 or 100 people, whether you're trying to defend yourself or not. If you're going to fire shots, you need to fire shots. If you're going to fire somebody, you need to fire somebody and be ready to accept the responsibility that comes with it. And hopefully when you fire somebody, it's your weapon and it's registered and you're licensed to have it. That way, you have an actual case when you go to court. They tried to accost me. They tried to attack me. I pulled my weapon that I have a license for and it's registered, and I defended myself. You see how that worked? But instead, no, you didn't do that. You grabbed your security guard's weapon and started firing in the air because you was tired of people trying to take you. Bro, you look like a damn clown out there, man. You look stupid as hell. Now, while you're in jail, who's going to wear all your jewelry and your fancy clothes, your $1,000 sweaters and t-shirts? Who's going to wear your $1,000 shoes now that you're going to be in prison? Huh? Who's going to live in that $12 million house and drive your $1 million cars and $100,000 cars? Who's going to do that now? Who's going to stunt on them while you're in prison now? Dumbass. It's okay to buy us. Like, if we work hard, I'm not saying that if we work hard, we shouldn't buy ourselves nice things. We shouldn't celebrate. Definitely buy yourself nice things. And you shouldn't blame the victim for being, for going to prison trying to defend himself at all. But come on, bro. Come on. At some point, you got to accept some responsibility for it. For real. All them girls that try to come and get your number and try to get you to impregnate them, they come up to you with their breasts out and their butts out, and they got injections in their butt to make it bigger, and they got their lips injected to give you some type of imagination of what could happen, all the possibilities if you date me. They're doing that for your money, and you know this. You're in a world filled with darkness. Nobody's putting God first in that world at all. And guess what you should expect? You should expect darkness in that world. I'm sure you didn't pray over your night before you went out. I'm sure you didn't. You was just out there all willy-nilly in your bling bling, expecting what? For good to happen? What were you expecting? Were you expecting for God to be in the building and to control and take care of your life and everything while you're there? No, dumbass. It's ridiculous, bro. A lot of times, man, we can get by all of this by not putting ourselves in position to be victims. Shout out to Dana Sierra for the super chat. What's she saying? I'm doing a lot more reviews on amazing items. If y'all want to start up with content creation, all you have to do is press record. If you want to skip all the hard work, become a VIP today. Coach and his team will take over. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that commercial. I appreciate that, Dana. Such a sweetie pie, and everything she said is absolutely the truth. Thank you, Dane. Appreciate that for the super chat and everything. Let me see what you guys are saying. Attempted murder charge is excessive. I can see reckless endangerment. Reckless endangerment. I'm not good with all the law and all the specifics and all that other stuff. I'm not. But we put ourselves in worse situations when we don't think before we move forward. That's just what it is. Just what it is. All right. Moving on to the next story. Let's get it. And have anybody found Vash yet? I need for you guys to find Vash. And y'all do know that this industry, they support all of this mess. They really do. They want you, they pay you millions of dollars when they know that you're only used to thousands of dollars. And they know that you're going to go and buy all of this outlandish stuff. And they don't care about your well-being after that. They don't care about your well-being after that. After they pay these rappers millions and millions and millions of dollars, and these people come from the worst neighborhoods in the world, they can't wear any of that stuff around their neighborhood anymore because now they're a target. Now people are setting them up to be robbed, setting them up to be killed, left in a damn ditch somewhere, and they're grabbing their cars and their jewelry and all of that. At some point, man, we need to have some forethought, and we should probably make sure that we have God with us when we step back into those trenches after we've met a certain level of success. That's just how they go, man. I'm sorry. At least that's how I look at it. So hopefully you guys understand that. So absolutely, here's actually what happened. So Antonio Brown, former NFL star, wanted by Miami-Dade County authorities on a charge of attempted murder with a firearm following an incident on May 16, 2025 at a celebrity boxing event in Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood. The warrant signed by a judge requires Brown to post a $10,000 bond and remain under house arrest pending trial. The incident occurred outside a boxing event hosted by social media influencer Aiden Ross, and Brown was involved in a physical altercation, allegedly punching a man, grabbing a security guard's gun, and firing 2 shots toward the individual, with the victim toward the individual, not even in the air, with the victim claiming to have been grazed in the neck. Surveillance and cell phone footage shows that. Brown claimed on social media that he was jumped by multiple individuals attempting to steal his jewelry and cause physical harm. He stated he was detained briefly by police to provide his account and was released without arrest at the time, asserting his actions were in self-defense and that he planned to press charges against the attackers. Miami police responded to a gunshot detection alert around 3 a.m. on May 17, 2025, but initially made no arrests, reporting no injuries. On May 21st, the alleged victim told investigators that Brown shot at him twice, possibly grazing his neck, and sought treatment at Aventura Hospital. The victim, who has known Brown since 2022, identified him in surveillance footage. The article highlights Brown's history of off-field controversies, including, so he went through some things. All right, we all go through some things. All right. Let me see here. India, not going to talk about that. Marc Lamont Hill, already talked about that. All right. And Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, he's to be arraigned on human trafficking, apparently. And this is a huge video, so I'm not going to show this. But apparently, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Salvadorian man mistakenly deported to El Salvador on March 2025, is scheduled to appear in a Nashville, Tennessee courtroom on June 13, 2025 for his arraignment. He faces federal charges for allegedly participating in a years-long conspiracy to traffic undocumented migrants into the United States. Abrego Garcia was deported to El Salvador despite a 2019 court order barring his removal due to fears of persecution. After nearly 3 months in a notorious Salvadorian prison, He was returned to the U.S. on June 6, 2025, following court battles and public outcry to face these criminal charges. Federal prosecutors allege Abrego Garcia was involved in a smuggling operation, making over 100 trips to transport undocumented migrants, including minors, as part of a ring trafficking guns, drugs, children, and women. They claim he poses a danger to the community and is a flight risk, seeking his pretrial detention. Abrego Garcia's attorneys, including Simon Sandoval Marchenberg, deny the allegations, particularly claims of MS-13 gang membership, and argue the charges are an abuse of power by the Trump administration to justify his wrongful deportation. They assert he was a Maryland construction worker transporting co-workers, not smuggling migrants, and seek his release pending trial. The case has sparked significant controversy, with Democrats like Senator Chris van.hall advocating for Garcia due process rights, while the Trump administration, including Attorney General Pam Bondi, portrays him as a dangerous criminal. Now, we all used to talk about this. We showed him in the car with people who didn't know how to speak English. They did not know where they were going. They all had papers and they all had things in their car, but they was actually released. This story has been covered. A lot of people has been caping for this guy. We covered this on our live stream a few times, and it's just getting worse for the guy. All right. So yeah, I would like for you guys to go look into that whenever you have a moment. Shout out to Michelle for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for pulling up, hitting the like button, and sharing this video. That is so dope. And happy Father's Day to all of the men out there who not only have children of your own, but are helpful in raising other people's children as well. Whether you're a stepdad, whether you're a grandparent, whether you're an uncle, or just the brother that's just, you know, see somebody in need and you're helping them out, you know, that's dope. Continue to be that man to help lead people. They need us men, okay? They really do. These children need us. These women need us. So be the man that you're supposed to be. And make sure you put God and family first so you can be stronger in everything you do. All right? Okay. So let me see if I got it's one other story that I wanted to cover with you guys. Where is that bad boy? I ran across it earlier and I can't seem to find it. Let me see. All right, where is it? I cannot find that bad boy. I was looking at it earlier today. I just didn't share it with myself. I just did not share it with myself. All right. Okay. That's the Morning Vantage episode number 42. I don't have anything else for you guys, not for today. But thank y'all so much for pulling up, being a part of what we got going on. Vashnik, he punked out. Can't nobody find him. My apologies, guys. When I do find him, he will appear on a live stream and he will do what he said he was going to do. We got proof that we received more than 1,000 likes. And when he does pull up, I will make sure I'll let you guys know. People have been texting him, DMing him, sending him messages, trying to make sure that he pulls up, and he will pull up and do what he said he was going to do in one of our other live streams. Everybody that want to join our YouTube coaching course, hit the link, the very first link below, so you can learn how to do content creation. Also, everybody who's already in the course or already purchased the course, we will have a call today at 11:30 a.m. EST. I look forward to seeing you guys. And if you are in content creation or you want to get in, but you don't know where to start, you don't know anything about technology, or you just, maybe you have the extra funds to hire a team, reach out to me for just to hear what I have to offer for VIP. I'll tell you all about it. You'll say yay or nay. And if you say yay or nay, at least we had a great conversation with one another. Reach out to me with the word coach. My email is inside the descriptions. I'm not a guru. Let you know that right now. I am not a guru. All right. I'm not an internet guru. That's the Think Media guys, Sean Canal, Nick Nimmons, Roberto Blake, and many other people out there who are actual gurus of YouTube. What I am is someone that's been doing YouTube for full time for almost 3.5 years. And I've been building my channel for 5+ years. And I've learned a ton while doing so. I faced challenges, and I fixed them, and I've overcome a whole lot and learned a lot. I'm simply passing on the information that I've learned over the years. That's all. I'm giving you some keys to make your journey a little easier, a little smoother, and put you in position so that you can leave something for your children or your children's children to have documented on social media for you when you're gone. All right. Because I think that's dope. A lot of us are great at many things, and we don't think that we are. We're great at being organizers. We're great at raising families. I'm doing regular things around the house, not realizing that these newer generations, they don't know how to do these things. And if you record yourself showing them how to just be a man properly or be a woman properly, how to be respectful, how to take care of themselves, how to properly address people, how to study the Bible, many things, how to do regular tasks around the house, change out a circuit or change out anything, change brakes and change oil or anything around the house, do landscaping, take care of themselves, groom themselves properly. Once you realize how great you are at things that other people are not, man, pass that on to people and do it in a way that gets views and can grow your brand. And if you have a business, this helps as well. So if you're a business owner, artist, or coach, I want y'all to reach out to me, or aspiring content creator. Reach out to me so I can help you out, all right? Love y'all. See y'all on the next live stream. And y'all continue to love on yourselves and love on everyone else. All right, so here's my commercial. And again, the link for the course is in the descriptions below. All right, peace, guys. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age. I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.